owning a V13 Pro. Let's go. Oh, shit. Owning the Inmotion V13 is like dating somebody toxic that can also bench press a building. The range, though, man, every ride feels like a math test. I leave the house at 80% battery, acting like a financial advisor. All right, no unnecessary acceleration today. Halfway through the ride, I start negotiating with the wheel like it's alive. Come on, baby, just get me home. I believe in you. But the second you lean forward on the V13, oh my God, the power is ridiculous. This wheel doesn't accelerate. It launches your soul into next week. That's why I love it though. The power delivery stays consistent. Some wheels get weak when the battery drops. Not this thing. The V13 stays disrespectful all the way down. Battery at 40%, still aggressive. 30%, still angry. 20%, wheel still acting like it owns the highway. That's why it became my go-to wheel. I own other 200-volt monsters too, and I love powerful wheels. If it doesn't feel like it can teleport me into another zip code, I don't want it. And yes, the katanas are for reactions. Please understand that. People in Vegas see me riding with katanas and immediately think the apocalypse started. Meanwhile, I'm literally just trying to grab food. The reactions are priceless though. Cars slowing down, tourists recording somebody's grandma crossing the street early and riding in Vegas heat. Man, it'd be 110 degrees outside. You walk outside and instantly feel medium rare. But once that wheel gets moving and the breeze hits you, oh man, that wind feels like heaven turned the AC on personally for you. At high speed, I'm not even hot anymore. I'm basically a rotisserie chicken with climate control. The V13 definitely has flaws. Heavy as hell. Range anxiety is real. Sometimes it feels like carrying a refrigerator with a tire attached to it. But the stability, suspension, confidence, and power keep pulling me back. Every single ride reminds me why I love this wheel. Stressful? Yes. Ridiculous? Absolutely. Worth it? Every time. And let me tell y'all something nobody warned you about with the Inmotion V13, the weight. This wheel ain't heavy. This wheel got emotional baggage. You ever try lifting a V13 into the back of a car after a long ride? That ain't transportation no more. That's a CrossFit event. I be grabbing the handle like, all right, Lord, if today is the day I throw my back out, let it happen quickly. And people always ask, why don't you just ride slower? Ride slower? Do you know what wheel you're talking about? The V13 don't even like going slow. You try cruising peacefully and the wheel starts judging you. Wheel basically saying, oh, we being responsible today? That's what we doing? And another thing, EUC riders are some of the funniest people alive. Because we all pretend range anxiety doesn't affect us. Meanwhile, every rider is secretly checking battery percentage every 12 seconds like it's a hospital heart monitor. You ever hit 25% battery and suddenly become the smoothest rider on earth? No carving, no acceleration, no fun. Now you riding like somebody transporting soup. And Vegas roads? Man. One pothole on an EUC will make you reconnect with your entire bloodline instantly. You hit one bad bump and suddenly you remember stuff from third grade. But somehow the V13 suspension still saves you. That suspension be working overtime. Honestly, the suspension deserves its own paycheck. Because without it, half of us would need chiropractor subscriptions. And listen, when people hear electric unicycle, they imagine something cute and harmless. Then they see a V13 fly by, sounding like a small aircraft landing downtown. People don't understand these modern wheels are different. These things got more power than some motorcycles now. That's why I laugh when somebody says, that looks dangerous. You think? I'm standing on one wheel holding imaginary balance together with faith and leg strength. Of course it's dangerous, but that feeling when everything clicks, man, the smooth carve, the suspension floating, the power instantly responding. That feeling is addictive. It feels like surfing, snowboarding, flying, and surviving bad decisions all at the same time. And yes, I wear gear too. Because at these speeds, you don't fall. You enter the atmosphere incorrectly. That Vegas wind, though, still undefeated. I swear, the hotter it gets outside, the faster I accidentally ride. Not because I'm reckless, I'm trying to survive. At 110 degrees, speed becomes air conditioning. That breeze hits your face and suddenly you forgive Nevada for trying to cook everybody alive. People in cars got AC, I got speed, and honestly, that's enough for me because every time I step on the V13, it turns a regular ride into an experience, even with the flaws, even with the weight, even with the battery anxiety. That wheel still makes me smile every single ride, and that's why the V13 stays in the lineup. And can we talk about the attention this thing gets? Because riding the Inmotion V13 through Vegas is basically like accidentally becoming a parade float. You can't go anywhere quietly on this wheel. Everybody got questions. What is that? How fast does it go? Is that legal? Are you insane? Probably. And kids love the V13. Kids see me ride by with the katanas and look at me like I just escaped from an anime convention with unfinished business. Meanwhile, parents looking terrified. I had one dude roll his window down and yell, "Bro, that thing safe?" Safe? Sir, I'm balancing on one wheel in traffic dressed like Mortal Kombat downloadable content. What part of this looks safe? But honestly, that's part of the fun. This hobby makes regular errands feel cinematic. Going to the gas station suddenly feels like an action movie entrance. And the funny part, EUC riders understand each other immediately. You see another rider in public and suddenly both of y'all act like war veterans. Instant respect. Nobody else understands the random suffering, the rain anxiety, the tire pressure obsession, the phantom beeps, the random firmware paranoia. And don't let the wheel make one weird noise. Now you standing there staring at it like a mechanic who lost faith in technology. Was that normal? Did y'all hear that? Am I about to explode? That's EUC ownership in a nutshell. Fear, followed by confidence, followed by more fear. But man, when the ride is perfect, nothing compares to it. Late night Vegas rides, warm air, city lights everywhere, smooth pavement, music playing in your helmet. That feeling is hard to explain unless you ride. For a little bit, life slows down. Stress disappears, problems disappear. It's just you, the wheel, and the road. That's the part people don't see. Yeah, we joke around. Yeah, the wheels are crazy powerful. Yeah, I wear the katanas for reactions because honestly, the reactions are comedy gold. But riding also gives this weird feeling of freedom that's hard to replace. And every wheel has its own personality. Some are torque monsters, some are speed demons, some feel playful, some feel sketchy. But the V13 feels confident, like it wants to ride. That's why even with newer wheels coming out all the time, I still keep going back to it. Because trust matters on a wheel. And when you find one that feels stable at speed, predictable under pressure, and smooth when carving, that connection gets hard to replace. So yeah, I'll keep making jokes. I'll keep wearing the katanas. I'll keep riding giant, overpowered, one-wheeled spaceships through 110-degree Vegas heat for absolutely no reason. Because life's too short to always play it safe. Sometimes you gotta chase the things that make you feel alive. And for me, that's riding. Appreciate everybody that watches the videos, laughs at the chaos, comments, supports the content, and understands the vision. Y'all are the reason I keep posting and pushing this hobby forward. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go charge 6,000 pounds of lithium batteries.